Hello, 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 Facebook and YouTube. Thank you guys for joining in tonight with Relock Podcast. Tonight, we will be discussing about exes. Should they be allowed around at family functions and gatherings after breakup or divorces, or should they be able to? Um, so today on here is my co-host Erica Sloan. How are you doing, Erica?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. And Aaron Brown, AB. How you doing, Aaron?
Nah,
Are you all right?
yes, ma'am.
So today we will be talking about these exes. Should they still be allowed around after the breakup, or is that a no for some people? Um, you guys, if you guys could, our audience, could you follow us on YouTube at Relock Podcast, 7:30 every Tuesday, Central Standard Time. So go subscribe to our page, like it, share it, tell your friends and family. And y'all, let's get this party started. So, Aaron, let's ask you the question.
Mm-mm.
Aaron, would you allow your exes, your family to allow your exes around after you have broke up with them? How do you feel about that?
Okay, let's go a little bit deeper.
Just answer the question first before you get into your
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
synopsis and all your
I
analysis.
just want to know what you mean by allow.
I mean, it's just a question. Allowed around, like invited, allowed. I mean, coming around after
So,
you had broke up with them,
mhm.
like should they be or should they not be?
Okay, so am I in a relationship? Am I dating somebody, or am I single?
Regardless, I don't care if you're in a relationship or not. Should they be around or should they not be around?
We got kids.
Drop them kids off. No, but I mean any of it going.
Okay,
It's just
should
a
the
blanket statement. Should they come around or not?
so the generic answer to that would be no, but
Okay.
it depends on your situation and what you're going through at that time. Was it a good breakup? Was it a bad breakup? Um, are they really tight and close to your family? Are kids involved? Um,
Somebody always got to make
I
sure.
just I no, but I've dated some girls
So,
and
so those
they
that
don't want
would
the extra ring.
determine how if they could or couldn't come over. So you basically saying if you had somebody,
Hmm.
and if you had, so if you had, it was in a new relationship,
Right?
and you and this person had a kid, would they be able to come over to your family house still?
No, no.
So you saying if you wasn't in a relationship, they might could come over because you might be trying to be up in their face because you
I
ain't got
just
nobody.
now see you putting extra on it.
No,
See, I
because
just
you be putting extra on it. I asked a blanket statement. You
no,
start
because
going
you trying
into
to
do
be
you
up all
got
in their
kids?
face.
Did you adopt their kids? Is they your step kids? Do they still call you stepdad? I asked one damn question and you went all into 17 other
Because
things.
it's a complicated question. It
It
depends on
is
what type.
not.
It depends on what type of relationship you have with her or
Hey, when you
him
broke
or
up
whatever.
with somebody, evidently
Mhm.
it wasn't all that great. That's why your ass ain't with them no more,
Yeah,
right?
but what if you was with them for 10, 15, 20 years and they know your
So,
family?
so
So they
what if
can't
you
come
was with
around
them
no
for
more?
2 years and they knew you could be with somebody 10, 15 years and your family don't even like them.
Well,
So
they
the
probably
time don't
told you
matter.
before that. They probably told you before you broke up that they didn't like them.
You make sense. So
No,
in
but,
your answer,
but
we're gonna
okay,
move
the
on to
generic
Erica because
answer.
you ain't answering the question.
Okay, I did. I said no. The generic answer to the question is no.
You said the generic answer.
It's the generic answer. The one that across the board that everyone's gonna say they're gonna say no. The ex can't come around.
No, that shouldn't be what you say if that's not how you feel. If you feel that you and your
Well, I feel like if you have a special relationship, what I'm saying is not. Don't say you just broke up like last week, 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, but after some time goes by and y'all really had a good friendship or whatever, and then the family did like them or whatever, yeah, they could probably possibly, hey, show their face, but it's gonna be awkward if you start dating somebody else, and especially if no kids are involved. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. Say that I break up with a woman and we got kids, I get a new girlfriend, and so your family reaches out and say, hey, bring the kids by. And then they come out with the kids, and I'm here with my new woman, and I'll be like, oh, okay, so this such and such, it might be a little awkward, but I think everybody, if you're mature enough, can get along, and and she understand that whatever I had with this previous woman is over. But there's boundaries. You have to have boundaries. You have to set up those boundaries. I wouldn't blindside that individual and not tell her, hey, there's a possibility this woman may come over here with my kid. So give her a heads up. So
why do the kid have to be like?
But I'm saying there's different. I'm not using them, but it's different scenarios. I'm just talking about the different scenarios of why it would be okay for them to come around.
Okay, so say it's a family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't they just drop the kid out? Why they gotta come to the family reunion?
Maybe it depends on how deep the relationship is. Some people ask, "Oh, so how you and such doing?" I ain't with her no. I would like to. That was my spade partner. That was my domino partner. But here she comes dropping off your kids. She pull up. She can't get out and say hi and leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She said,
I mean, how you feel, Michelle?
It's enough for me.
You already know what she gonna say.
Only time I meet up with my in-laws, my ex-in-laws, is kids' birthday party.
But you said don't use the kids. You just said that.
If it's their birthday party, I ain't saying you at a family reunion and the kid is getting dropped off and then they just rolling up. That's not what I'm saying.
They can't get a plate to go?
No.
Or the
they pay $25 for the family reunion.
Thanksgiving dinners, Christmas dinners.
Yeah, I'm talking about any show ups.
Yeah.
Birthday parties, not the kid birthday. Because the kid birthday party, of course, you're going to have both sides of the family there.
Right.
That's common.
Mm-hmm.
If you have your child a birthday party, you gonna show up, your family gonna show up, and then her family, her man, whoever his kids, that everybody gonna show up. I'm talking about like just.
What if they bring their man, or what if they bring their woman with them?
I'm talking about both people can bring whoever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, how would it do you think this should be allowed? That's the question I'm asking.
Should I depend on the relationship, depend on how comfortable your partner or whoever you dating or married to is with the situation. I think the conversation should be had that, look, this person was kind of really close to my family, and they do from time to time, not all the time, may invite, but if before they do, they check with me, see if it's okay. But not a lot of women are going to be comfortable with that, period. So the generic answer to that question is no. I don't think anybody would be comfortable with it. If I'm dating somebody new and I tell her, look, old girl coming through, they gonna be like, what, you still want to be with her? Why she coming? All that.
What if your ex bought her man? Would you be jealous?
Would I be jealous?
Probably so.
No.
I could see you being jealous.
Of what? It's over. I'm not the jealous type. I left her for a reason. You can have them problems.
So that's all more reason she shouldn't be at them family functions, because you left her for a reason. See, that's my whole point. Why does it see, that's what I'm saying.
Depends on how the breakup went.
No.
It depends on how the breakup went. Now, if my ex is just hanging out with my family and stuff, and I pull up and they already there, then that's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna be like, look here, come here, partner. I'm gonna have to talk to you about something. And then also I'm gonna talk to my family members like, say, man, you can't just be bringing her over here and not letting me know what's going on. I got my.
What if they say, well, this is my party?
Is well, and you got some family members who will say that.
Yeah, they'd be like, this is my party. So, Erica, how about you? Do you think exes should be allowed around after breakups to family functions?
No. I think it's, regardless of whatever, I think it's too many emotions that's going to be involved, especially if you have started dating somebody else and they're dating somebody, especially if you're going to be there and you might have a significant other, somebody else you're dating now, and them come and you can say, oh, I don't care, but somebody's going to be in their feelings. I feel like it. So I just feel like no, and I feel like your family should take that. Like the fact that y'all are exes, y'all have both moved on. I don't feel like your family should be the one to invite your ex to a function without you knowing, or just to invite your ex. I don't feel like it. So it's a no for me. I don't want to be with somebody and I'm sitting there and they ex show up and I don't want to do it. So no, it's a no.
Yeah.
I think it gets to be too complicated. Now, like Michelle said, if you have kids that are involved and it's a kid's birthday party or a kid's graduation or something like that, and y'all have both moved on and you know both of the families are going to be there, that's one thing. But family functions like, oh, we just having a barbecue, girl going to show up or boy going to show up, or it's Thanksgiving and they being invited and they showing up and you don't know. Like, first of all, your family shouldn't do that, but they should definitely make sure that it's cool with you. But yeah, nah, that should be a no.
Yeah, I agree.
Like you say, drop them kids off. You just keep going. Like, why would you even want to stay? Like, you say, hey, how
I'm gonna want to stay.
No,
if I'm going to drop my son off, and I've been knowing them people because I've been in this situation. I have a son. Tara has a tight-knit family. Everybody love me. AB is what they call me. They love me. So I'm getting out the car. I'm going in there. I'm fixing me a plate. I'm going to say, hey, how you doing? I have a good relationship with her husband. There ain't no problems. And I'm in that situation now. So there is no problem. I can be around him.
But why would you even want to go in there? Like, drop your kid off and keep it pushing. Why you gotta go get a plate from? Just drop your kid off and keep it going. Like what? Like honestly, what is the real deal behind that? Like, you know what I'm saying? To me, when people do that, it's almost like an underlying agenda behind it. Like,
not for everybody though.
Okay, but what is the reason though?
But the reason is because I built a relationship.
You that cool with their family?
I'm cool with a lot of people. Yes, I am. Her Uncle Reggie, her cousins, everybody know me. So when I come, they be like,
every relationship you go through.
Not every relationship.
Cool with all their family, so you can go over everybody else.
The difference is we were married. And as we were married, I got to meet everyone. And I hung out with people for an extended period of time away from her, where I developed my own friendship. Now that's her family, but I'm able, if I go down there right now, I go out with them, I hang out with them away from her. And everybody's cool with it. They know what it is. It is what it is. It happened. It's over. Move on. And we still cool. We still friends. So yes, I've developed relationships, especially a special relationship with Uncle Reggie. And he took me in even when I go down there to see AJ, I stay at Uncle Reggie's house. I can pick up the phone right now and call Uncle Reggie.
I'm not saying that.
But I'm just saying, but that's her family, and
but I'm not saying that you can't stay over Uncle Reggie's because you and Uncle Reggie is cool. Like I have a Warner that I had on a couple of weeks ago. That's my ex-sister-in-law, and me and her are very cool. We talk on the phone periodically, stuff like that. So. I'm not saying that, but I'm not rolling up to one of their functions.
No, well, it's not that I'm rolling up to one of the functions, but if
I'm rolling, driving, stepping, whatever.
I have, so I've been there Easter, I didn't been there Christmas, I didn't been there Thanksgiving, Juneteenth, 4th of July, and I made me a plate, and I went on back down to Uncle Reggie's house and stayed the weekend.
My question, so were you doing all that together when y'all was having problems and on y'all way out the door? So you were still going to them family functions?
Yeah. Afterwards, yeah.
While y'all was married and y'all
were going,
you were still going to them family functions. Even if y'all was having problems, you were still rolling up.
I mean, we were still married, yeah. We were trying to work through it, just didn't work out, you know? And I don't know, it's just I'm different. I understand everybody has boundaries and feel, you know, it's a deal breaker for you and that, but if you have open conversation and you're mature about the situation and you know that I don't have any more interest in her, she don't have any more interest in me. I'm just not rolling up. I'm just not coming unannounced. But when I'm there and I'm hanging out. I've done it. When her mama passed, I went down there and I was with her family. You know, that's my son's grandmother. And I was there to support AJ and also to support her and her family because I was close to her mother. You know, but they're from East Texas and they're very family oriented. And that's just how they do things. I mean, just like with my dad, when my dad was living down in Bloomington, everybody down in the country are family oriented. I mean, even when we were younger, but like we could just go over to any relative's house. They didn't lock the door. We just walked in, you know, and I could bring any, like right when my dad was living, I took Michael Gordon, Fella. I took all my friends down there to the Bloomington, and I can bring anybody around. When my dad was alive, some of my exes still reached out to him, you know. But I didn't have a problem with that.
But I think what she's saying is a difference. So that's just like with me. I was in a relationship for 23, 24 years, right? Mm-hmm. When me and him split up, I wasn't going over to the family house. The kids was more than welcome to go over there. They go hang out. And it's nothing against anybody. I see them, we still cool, but I'm not going to hang out at the family functions. They have invited me, but I'm not going to hang out at their family functions no more. I don't even feel like, why would I do that? I don't even feel comfortable with it. Like if he decided to get into a relationship and he showed up with his significant, it's just a whole uncomfortable situation for me, for probably the new person as well. Why do that?
Because I think the difference of what y'all missing is it's not that they're bringing that person into your house or you not going to his house. It's like y'all at a neutral spot. I mean, and I get it. It's your parents or their parents, but it's a neutral spot. It's not like it's on your terms or on your turf. And then what I'm saying is meeting in the neutral spot.
You know what kind of kills me about situations like that you're talking about?
What?
People can do all this niceness when they break up, but can't even stay together. They cuss each other out, dog each other out, do each other wrong. Mm-hmm. But then as soon as they break up, everybody want to act like they kumbaya. What happened to all that love and this and that when you was together?
I'm going to tell you what happened with it. You weren't meant to be. Mm-hmm. Some people are better off just being friends.
How do you know that?
Because it didn't work.
Everybody says that when something don't work. How do you know?
I'm going to tell you like this. My mom and dad were married. They got a divorce in 1980. They became the best of friends. My dad would come down here. My mom didn't make my dad get no hotel room. He slept on the couch. But he stayed at our house when he came and visit. But they became the best of friends, even outside before my dad passed away. My mom would tell me, she just told me the other day, Aaron, me and your dad used to talk all the time. Yeah. They were the best of friends.
Did your mama have a new husband?
No.
Exactly.
Right. So are you saying
because she was single?
So are you
But
saying?
if she would have had a new husband, that wouldn't have been allowed.
I don't know, because my mom, first of all, she's a strong single black woman. She ain't gonna let nobody tell you what to
But
do.
that's just
And she
respect,
just
though.
said,
It don't have to be about being strong.
but what she
It's
said,
just
the
respect.
reason why she didn't get remarried is because she had me and Tia, and that she wasn't gonna allow another man to come in and tell her how to raise us or who she could and could not deal with, because she knew we had a father, and she knew he was going to be active in our life. But
So pretty much your mama was just single, and so
Yeah.
that's why she still talked to your daddy.
well, I mean, I don't think that would have stopped her from talking to her, even if she had some. She did date somebody for a while. She still talked to my dad. It was on occasion. It's not no every day, once a
Yeah.
week, one thing. They still had the best friendship. And I hear what you're saying. Where is all this when y'all were together? Well, some people are just better off friends than being in a relationship. That's just my opinion. But with the comments, I got some comments I want to read. Margaret said, we'll still go around. She said, I'll still go around my ex in-laws because me and the sisters are real good friends, but he's nowhere there. He's never there. But she missed it. And then she said, same like me, Aaron, they still love me. She's saying her family still loves her, so his family still loves her.
I think it just, to each, definitely
Yeah.
to each his own.
I think to each his own. Yeah, for me, it's a no. I mean, do we all meet up together at birthday parties? Yeah. Do we talk then? Yeah. But I have my own new life. I have my own new husband, and I have my own new in-laws. And so I don't feel the need to be over there doing all of that for no reason. You know what I'm saying? It's just to me, and it's not like Erica said earlier, it's not that I have anything against anybody. I need to be spending my time over here doing this. That was in the past. We didn't work that out. And I'm cool with my ex-in-law. I see them, hey, how y'all doing? Might give a little hug, we'll chop it up a little bit about the kids, and then we keep it moving. But just showing up at birthday parties and things like that is just, I don't, and not that I would feel uncomfortable. The person probably wouldn't feel uncomfortable with me being there, because I makes it very clear that I don't want nobody that I used to go with, period. Everybody know that. I put it on Facebook. I probably text their mama, their sisters, tell everybody I don't like the ass no more. But on the other side, I don't know. I just think that out of respect for the person that you're with, it's just some lines that shouldn't be crossed. Not saying that you can't.
Well, it's different if you're in a relationship. So that's the two different aspects.
Well, I think relationship, marriage, it's all a relationship, whether you have paperwork or not. Erica was with somebody for 24 years that she wasn't married to. So, whatever it is, I think that when that door is closed, it should stay closed. It is, to me, what I see and what I hear, like when people go over to their in-laws' houses, and this is just straight up real talk. People can lie and say they don't do this shit, but it is a lie.
I don't know what you.
When I got people that I know, or you just be around people and they be talking, and they go over to their in-laws and they ex-man, new woman over there. That old ugly heifer. Her hair was ugly. Her feet was clawing the carpet. She wasn't cute. Her dress was ugly. They got something bad to say about it. So what is the purpose of you really going over there? You going over there to say, "I'll look at me, look what you missed out on," or you genuinely going over there with a genuine heart because you truly love these people? Because 9 times out of 10, when we are in these relationships and we're having problems, they mamas don't like us, they daddies don't. You said it a couple of weeks ago about Tara Mom. You said Tara Mom did not like you, right? Ain't that what you told us?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So my point to that is that
I wouldn't say, wait a minute. I wouldn't say she didn't like me because she loved me.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what
we didn't agree about everything.
Right. And it was something that y'all didn't agree about that set really bad, that put a bad taste in your mouth about the situation, right? So That's what I'm saying. Like, when did all that go? Like, I don't know. I guess I'd be confused because, like, people will say one thing when they're not with the person, but while they're in it, it's like they can't stand the person. Oh, they want to choke them. They this, they that. And then when it's over, then all of a sudden it's, oh yeah, we all cool. And I'm be like, no, yeah, what? None of y'all was cool. But all of a sudden, like, everybody cool. Like,
but Michelle, the thing about it is not everybody is upfront and blunt as you are. And some people just want to try to keep the peace. And I get it.
Keep the peace. That's
but
why
I'm
I
not
just
talking
don't
about
go
you.
around.
I think people try to, they'll say, like you said, they'll say one thing, but then when they get around them, they won't verbalize what they were talking about when they were around the corner. But what I'm trying to say is that it's all about a level of maturity. And then you get to that place where you feel and you see and you know that life is too short.
So basically what you're saying, that it is immature just to not want to. I'm not
saying that it's not.
I think what it is, I think you're taking it wrong because you think I'm being abrasive when I'm saying what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that just across the board, you don't have to be cool with everybody, or you don't have to go backwards all the time. It doesn't make you any type of way. It doesn't make you mature, immature. If you just don't want to do that, or you just don't think that that's cool, it doesn't put you in a category. Now, what I'm saying, I don't think that it's uncool for you to do it, Erica to do it, or any other person on this live tonight. To each his own. I'm just saying, my question was just, do you think they should? I'm just saying that I don't.
Okay,
and it doesn't make me immature. It just make me like, oh, we good, and I'm keeping it moving. I don't have anything against these people. I don't dislike them. When I see them, I hug them. If they need some, and I got it, I'm giving it to them. But I don't necessarily have to go around.
No, you don't necessarily have to. But me personally, I'm a social butterfly. I like to talk. I like to mingle. Everybody know that I like to talk, laugh, have a good time. And I just feel that whatever happened between me and my ex, that's different from the relationship that I've developed with you. And if I develop a positive, ongoing relationship with her family, then why do I have to cut it off? Why should I need to cut it off? That's just me.
Exactly. That's just you personally.
Yeah, I don't think you have to cut it off. But I'm just basically saying, like, I wouldn't be showing up. Like, if her cousin had a party, I'm not showing up to the party. You know what I mean? I'm not coming.
Right.
It's a whole Thanksgiving, Christmas dinner.
Yeah, I'm not showing up.
Yeah.
Because I have my own new family and my own relationship. And I have something over here I need to be doing. I don't need to be over there. That is over. You know what I mean? And it don't mean that I dislike the mama, the sisters, the brothers, nobody. Yeah. I'm probably still, as a matter of fact, I'm cool with all my exes and my they families. I just don't make it my point to be trying to go around. I just don't.
Yeah.
I just don't. Even and I get invited to a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? I just don't go. I just don't go.
And I just think when we're talking about this, we got to distinguish: are you single or not single? If you're in a relationship with someone, I think you need to respect your relationship and not be going over your exes or allowing your exes to just show up because you have somebody in that spot now. And you have to show that respect to that individual. Because if you have that open door policy where they can just come in and out, we know sometimes people take advantage of it. And sometimes some of these exes still want to be with you. So they'll come around and try to be messy just
so
about
that's the point I was making.
Yeah. But I get it. But not every situation is like that.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I agree that some people break up and they totally like, girl, you can have that. Like that, that ain't that sister. And they move on. I do understand that. I get that. But I have seen where you have exes that come into events and this and that. And I think that it is a little uncomfortable for some people. You know what I mean? Because in us, we just have this certain type of thing in us that's like, and everybody does it, whether they say they do it or not. It's kind of like they walk in and they're like, why they here? Like,
why she? Yeah, why she?
And they may not say anything, and the party may go on, but in the back of your head, you looking at him, sizing him up, looking at his outfit, his shoes might be a little dirty on the side. Like we all do it to some degree. Like it is like it may laugh a little bit or something, but I think that I don't think that they should, and I wouldn't invite my brother's exes or my cousin's exes around with his new person there, or I wouldn't do it.
So let me ask you a question. We were talking about this at my homeboy's house. We were talking about can you be friends with your ex?
Mm-hmm. I believe so.
Because I'm not going to say any names. There's some women out there that believe that if you're talking to them or trying to date them, that you shouldn't be friends with your ex. Now,
what you like?
Are y'all
talking all the time, or you?
No, just
cool.
Cool. Here and there, they might check on you. Hey, how you doing? You might respond. Is there something wrong with that? Do women have? I mean, would you want your man to still be friends with his ex? It will say like his ex checked on him once a year, twice a year. Hey, how you doing? Would you get mad? Would you be bothered by that? You would?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't play like that. What you checking on him for? He good. I got this. He with me. You checking on him for what? Okay, let me tell you this.
Just want to know,
Hold on, let me tell y'all this. So my husband went with this girl for a long time back in the day. And him and her mother was real cool. Like her mother call and check on him. He check on her. They back and forth on the phone. And at first I had a problem with it. I was like, what you need to be talking to mama for? And then he explained, like, I don't want her. Me and her mama just developed a relationship and that we cool. And then I kind of became okay with it. Like I was like, okay, you know what? That woman probably ain't trying to do nothing funny. You know what I'm saying?
So when you wait a minute, let me stop you right there. When you say something funny, what do you mean by that? Because a lot of women
people be trying to say, my daughter.
No.
My trust level for people is very low because I'm gonna tell you, I have seen, and this is terrible, but I have seen some people do some people dirty and they don't even know it. And they be riding with these folks. They be letting them borrow money. They be kicking it with them. They all on Facebook. We ace coon boom. And then you know that they have sideswiped these people. So my trust level is like that. Like real like
no, it ain't
my trust level. So I don't really trust people like that. So to me, anybody is capable of anything because I see people do each other all the time. I see people holler they best friends and they mess with the same dude and they don't even know. But we be knowing because we be cool with the dude. Like he be knocking both off. You know what I'm saying?
You don't say
and
nothing.
The friends don't know because the friends are too busy trying to keep secrets about who they talk to. Right? So you've seen it. So when you have seen things like that, your perception on that makes things real. People real shady. So you don't really know. So even though her mother is an older woman, and I had to think to myself, okay, maybe this woman ain't trying to be that way. Like Maybe it's just something really nice. So I just had to take it for what it was. But my husband did understand how I felt about it. And he didn't talk to her as much as he had
But he didn't cut her
before.
off.
But he didn't cut off, and I didn't push him to, but he just kind of cut back on it a little bit. And then I think her mother did as well. Like, okay, he got a new,
Right.
wife.
Out of
and
respect out of you.
just out of respect for the relationship, and which I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Because I think that I don't care how mature, immature, grown, or whatever title we want to put on people. At some point, you have to have some damn common sense and say, you know what? These people were once together. They once have had some love for each other, and I'm just not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? If I want to link up with the in-law, the ex-in-laws, I would do that at a separate time. Because it's not like they living together or they stuck with them 24/7. You can have your own relationship with them outside of being at a gathering. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to necessarily go to a gathering. Like you say, you hung with your ex-wife uncle. When he have a birthday party and the fellas are going out there, yeah, roll on up there. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But I don't know. That's just me, though.
I think it's a case by case situation. I mean, what may be good for you may not be good for me, and what's
That's
good
right.
for me may not be good for Miss Erica. So it's all about you.
You are very social. You too social.
Don't
You know
tell
what I'm
me
saying?
that I'm
So I
too
can
social.
see
If I want to be social, I'm gonna be social. Don't tell
Well,
me.
I mean,
that
hey,
I'm too
I'm
social.
all for
I
you
like
being
to talk.
social.
We
I
know.
like to talk.
We
You
know.
talk and you friendly.
I'm gonna tell you
and
something. When I used to ride with my dad down in Bloomington, in the country, my dad and I used to hate it. I get it naturally. He sees somebody on the side of the road, like in a little town, because you can just ride around. He'll pull over, talk to them for an hour, 30 minutes. I'm in the back seat like this. God, dang,
I
stop.
would have took out walking to the house. I would have said, I'm going.
It'd be sweating in the back seat. You know, they had them cloth back seats.
Yeah.
Then you go down 30, another 20 yards, stop, talk another hour. And then,
You got it from your
I
dad.
just got it. I'm just social. I like to talk. I like to hang out.
Cool, but do you think when you go to them family houses and your ex show up with her husband and then you show up, you don't think they be like, oh, why is he really here? Like, what
You don't think the husband says that?
I don't give
no, for real. Like, I
I'm
mean,
gonna answer your question.
why
I don't give
here?
a damn. Look, first of all, what you think is whatever you want to say about me, think about me. It's none of my damn business.
It's cool. You're right.
I'm answer the question.
Mhm.
And so what? The point that I'm here is for my son. It's not for you. These are relationships. Like I said, I'm here for my son. And as I'm
At a
here,
gathering? Not
yes,
at his birthday party.
it don't matter. I went
Why
down
was
there.
you there for your son at a birthday party? Are you rolling up to school?
First of all,
events,
AJ had a
just
birthday
rolling
party.
out?
I went to his birthday parties.
Mhm.
He gonna be there.
You just said Thanksgiving.
I went to Thanksgiving to be there.
Easter. You said
You
Easter.
need to get you a woman with a family.
Wait a minute.
So you can have your own Thanksgiving.
You just said
No,
Easter.
I didn't go on Easter. I didn't go on Easter.
You
But I
probably went
did
on
go.
St. Patrick's Day.
I mean, each his own. You right. It's
Yeah.
all on you and what you comfortable with, and obviously that's what you comfortable with. So do you?
It doesn't bother me. I mean,
I'm sure it doesn't because you
Because-
very social. Because you just said it.
if
I'm
I
very
know
social.
in my heart, in my mind that I've moved on and that's the situation,
It ain't got nothing to do with moving on though, because y'all both obviously have moved on. She's married.
yeah.
That's obvious. You moved on, but that still doesn't mean anything. I'm just saying, as far as just thinking,
But
like,
what
why
I'm
am I
going to
going
say
to the
is,
family's house and I'm showing up to family events, and these events have nothing to do with me anymore. This family is not my family. I'm not saying that you can't say, "Hey, how you doing?" But to actually get in your car, drive to wherever to show up to family events, why would you do it?
okay, first of all, let me
Or
explain.
you let me add
No,
on
but
to
there's
that.
let me just say this. First of all, where AJ lives is over 4 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't no turnaround. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going there to see my son. And then as I'm there, I'm socializing. I'm hanging out with AJ. We're going.
They just happen to be having an event while you
right, and then we're not at her house. We're at a neutral, somebody else's place where they're having the event.
We know.
Okay, so let me just clarify that.
We don't need just keep going.
No, I'm just saying. I just wanted to clarify that.
We already know.
Like I said, what's good for you might not be good for me. And what's good for me.
So are you rolling 4 hours to go to one of AJ's plays at his school?
Yes, I am. And I've done that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's cool.
Not pictures.
Okay.
And
audience, tell us, audience, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that exes should be still allowed around the family after they break up? Y'all, I want to see y'all comments.
It's different scenarios of why. If kids involved, yes, but if there ain't no kids
involved, always using them kids, they won't worry about them kids
ain't got no
breaking up
involved,
and it broke that whole family up. Yeah,
but
I don't like when people use kids because you didn't stay together for the kids, so don't be trying to use the kids.
I'm not gonna stay with anybody because of the kids.
But this is my point.
I didn't pop up.
My point is don't use the kid as a scenario for why you there, because if that's the case, I need you to use it when it's most important is tearing the family apart when your kid got to be in two different spaces with two. So don't use, I don't like when people
okay, so I'm not understanding why you're saying that I'm using AJ to be there. I don't have to be there.
That's what you said.
I don't have to.
Ain't that what you heard him say?
No, I'm not using AJ to be there because I don't have to be there. I have my own family. I got my own. My family has events.
I didn't say that.
But what I'm saying is the holiday time. And if I want to be with my son during that holiday time, I'm going to make the sacrifice to be there for my son. I don't give a damn what's going on, what that she think or he think or they think. I'm there for my son. And I'm not using him to be there because I don't have to be there.
You're right. It's definitely you. So
yeah. So that's
audience. What y'all think?
Do you think whatever you decide to do, you comfortable with, she comfortable with? I mean, it works. It's been working.
Yeah, that's the thing.
To me, I think that, and this is just my opinion. Mm-hmm. I think that people use these kids as a pawn to do certain things. And to me, that same effort, and I'm not talking about you in general, this is a blanket statement across the board, but they don't do it when it matters the most. They don't do it when you're with somebody and you have the children by them and you're tearing each other head off in front of the kids and you're fighting and you're doing all these things and you're not thinking about the child at the moment. But then as soon as everybody breaks up, then all of a sudden the child becomes super important. It's like, why wasn't the child important? Why didn't y'all why didn't people, and I'm not going to say get along or try to do that for the child? Why wasn't the child the topic then? But then all of a sudden the child becomes the topic when the comeback needs, it doesn't make sense to me when people do that. It's almost like, okay, I'll use them to go or to say this or to do that. But when the child mattered the most, because when you break up a child out of a household, then he has emotional problems, right? And then all these, he's figuring why my parents couldn't get together. My dad or my mom ain't showing up at every one of my events, but all these other dads and moms are showing up. And then when I go over here, I'm getting parented like this, and I'm over here, I'm getting parented like this, and then I'm over here and I'm getting drugged over there. And then my mama saying stuff about my dad, and then my dad. Nobody cares about the child like that. Not care, but I'm just saying concerned about the child's well-being then, but then the child gets used on other instances. I'd be confused when people do that.
But I heard everything you said. I'm still confused. Use the child as for what though? What are they using the child for? To get to the next other person, to try to get the other person back?
No, most people use kids for a number of things. They hang it. They don't let daddy see the kids. They don't, or to come around. You know what I'm saying? People use kids for all kind of stuff. to get at the mothers. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you like this.
You
Before
seem
I-
a little irritated about it.
Yeah,
So
because
I
I
think you
just
should say
I
what's
don't
on
I
your
didn't
mind.
I'm
Because if you think I'm talking directly to you, I'm not. I'm talking blanket.
no
So if
I
you
don't
feel
think
some
that.
type of way, then say it. You know what I'm saying?
That's not what I'm
saying
saying.
what you said. You said that you, Erica, tell me, am I wrong? Did he say his son?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm not. What I'm saying is, I'm trying to understand when you say people use their kids for what?
Yeah, so you don't know nobody that has ever used their kids to do anything to their ex. So you are
Yes,
telling me,
I've been through that.
okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm just saying in general.
What I'm
not
saying is,
this situation, and I'm not just saying this situation in general that you're talking about going to ex's house, because you're the one who made the statement that when I'm going to see my son or I'm going,
it's
you
about
said
my
that.
son.
I didn't
Yeah.
say that.
But I'm not using
what I'm
AJ to get down there to be around her.
Okay, so say that then.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't say because if people are listening to what you're saying, you're making it seem like you're using him to go down there. That's why I can't.
What I said.
So
I
that's
said
why
when
you gotta
I go,
rephrase what you said.
First of all, before you get in that car, you know it's a 4-hour drive one way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not using AJ to go down there to see her. I'm going down there. What I said earlier, I'm going to see my son.
No, that's not what you said.
That is.
You gotta go back. No. That's not what I think you were talking so much that you didn't realize.
Well, I'm not using AJ to get to nobody. I'm going down there to see my son.
That because then what you made the audience think, because I see people on here saying, yeah, it's a systematic issue. True, the child can be used as a pawn. You got to watch what you say, because when you say something, then we're responding off of what you're saying. You're saying that, okay, I'm going to visit my son, and if an event is happening, then I show up at the event.
Right.
That's not the way you said it originally.
Right.
Originally, you said it as if you were using him to go to these events.
That's not, but that's your perception. You're taking it that way. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is when I went to those events, there were holiday times, and I wanted to be with my son during that holiday time.
So that's what you should say, because if you say it,
okay, maybe it was misunderstood. What I'm saying,
no, it wasn't misunderstood. We took it just how it came out of your mouth. So what you said now, you're saying is that it was Christmas. I went to go see him.
I said I went for Christmas. I went for Easter. But it wasn't to be around her. It was first of all, AJ didn't want to come down here because my family's small. He has a huge family up there. So to cater to him and his needs, he wanted me there. So and during those holiday times, that's when I went up there, not to be for her, for him. Right. And I don't need to use him to get to her because I don't want her. Period.
Right. But what I'm saying is that is the way you said it. That's the way it was taken. So we can only go by
I didn't mean it that way.
The way you say it, then that's how we respond to it.
Yeah.
So basically you're saying is that I'm going down there for holidays. So if they having a gathering,
and I'm there.
Me and AJ
and I'm gonna interact
by ourselves, might as well go over here.
But what I'm saying, and when I'm down there, I'm gonna interact. I get it. If you're an ex, some people don't want to interact with the ex family. They want to don't want to be around their ex.
Well, Aaron, other thing, you have a special situation. Your child lives 4 hours away.
Yeah.
So we can understand you going down there, and then of course, you're not gonna go down there and you and AJ gonna be at Applebee's on Christmas. Of course, it makes sense for you to be at her family house if you've driven 4 hours away to see him. Then that does make sense.
Right.
That's not what we're saying.
Yeah. But no, I would never use my son for anything like that. I don't play those type of games. I don't condone those type of games. I've been in child support for 18 and a half years. I've seen so many scenarios how women and men use their children to get back at the other parent, at the other ex, because they're upset. No, I don't play those type of games. I have open conversation, open dialogue with my ex, and we have an understanding, and it is what it is. And what works for us might not work for anyone else. But while I'm there, I'm going to interact with the family because I've developed and created special bond and friendships and relationships with those people. They're very nice people.
I mean, like I said, I
Mhm.
mean, I understand that. I mean,
You didn't say it that way though.
You
In the
didn't
very
say it
beginning.
that
Or
way.
maybe you should have clarified that in the very beginning. He
Okay.
said 4 hours away, and I'm going down there to see him for the holiday. So you didn't say that in the very beginning. That's
No.
not the way you came out the gate. So that's
But
why.
I don't even still how you can perceive that I would even choose. Y'all know me. Why,
Well, the audience
my
don't
son
know
to
you.
get to her. Come on now.
But we're talking to an audience. The
Because if
audience
you
don't
look at
know.
the audience responses, it's not us too. They saying the same exact thing.
Okay.
So you got to look at that as well. It's not just us saying it; they saying it as well. So it's just the whole thing. I think it
To
was
me,
misconstrued
I
a
mean, we can agree to disagree because we
Mhm.
all are different in the way that we move
little.
and the way that we do things. Like I said, for me, it's always a no. You know what I mean? My kids live here, their family lives here, so we're able to drive 15 minutes to drop them off and go back to where we were at originally, or the parent comes and picks them up, or the dad spend times with the kid on Christmas for a couple hours, then the mama spend time. So in my life, that's how it has always went. Either
Right.
my kids was over their in-laws on Thanksgiving and they was over here on Christmas, or they was over here on Christmas and they was over there on Thanksgiving. And
Yeah.
that worked for us. You know what I mean? I wasn't taking myself over there to spend time with them because my kids was going over there. And like I said, that's a different situation. We all live in the same city. But if you are going that far, then of course, I mean, that makes sense now that you have explained. And let me piggyback on what you just said. We know you. We know that you don't thoroughly explain anything. And
Whatever, Michelle. You always trying to like, cause you better stop. I'm about to go in on you. I'm about to go.
Yeah.
Michelle, you, boy, I'm telling you.
Nothing.
First of all, anyway.
So we be really scrambling around trying to figure out what the hell you were saying.
Anyway, Michelle, let me tell you something. You don't. Nah.
Hey, we got some comments on
Yeah,
here.
you better save her, Erica, because she messing with the wrong person.
No.
Yeah.
We're gonna have this side conversation after we lock. Because you don't explain things thoroughly. And when you're speaking with the audience, you have, because then people will say things that you don't agree with because they have understood it a certain type of way.
I
the
get what
perception
you're saying,
that you gave off was that, yeah, I used my son to go up there and hang. You
I
know,
didn't
like
say use.
Well, pretty much you
see, that's the pretty. When you say pretty much, that's your perception.
well,
That's not what I
you
said.
said that your son,
right, is in East Texas.
no,
and
that
I go down.
That's
Yes,
not.
it is.
Did he say that? Yeah.
Yes, my son is
Did
in
Aaron
East
say
Texas.
East Texas?
Yes.
Let's see what they say. Because I never heard you say East. I know we know he lives in East.
I said he lives in East Texas. 4 hours
Yeah,
away.
you can go over some of them, Erica.
So, Aaron,
I don't see it live on your page though.
Look on your page, sir. You the one that went live. Look on your page.
No, I know. I'm just like, I thought y'all went live too.
No, these are on your page.
Kareem Miles said, once family and community were broken up, the child's well-being became third fiddle. And it's true. To me, I feel like that when people are together, it's just all about them. If they're not getting their way, if things are happening, nobody's thinking about how it affects the kids in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And even the breakups, people can say all day, oh, with this and that. Well, you probably knew that before you got with them, and you still got with them, and then it broke up, and now y'all ain't good together, and y'all better off something else. Well, you knew that before you got with them, in my eyes.
I agree. They don't think about the kids. They don't think about all the stuff that they doing all in between at all. They don't think about them kids and how it's going to affect them until after the fact.
Until after them kids come and tell them, or they start seeing the signs. Kids starts acting out, or the kids
let me just say this.
Vocal and tell.
When y'all saying that, it made me flash back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're saying that you don't think of the kids and stuff, but you know, my mom and dad got divorced when I was early age. We were young, but when my dad would come for Christmas or something, to bring you a bite, and then you would see the interaction with your parents.
Mm-hmm.
And then it makes you like, why didn't they think about that before? You know what I'm saying? And then I just having a moment where I was thinking about that. That is true. It is true. But I would never stay in a relationship just
because I'm just thinking about my mom and my dad. Like as we were kids, my mom and my dad barely interacted. You know what I mean? Like it was just basically for us. When he would come here to drop us off, we went there for the summers. He would drop us off. He'd drop us off, and he would keep going. It wasn't that my mom was coming to. She's very close with my dad's family. She's all of them call her Annie still. And they got divorced when I was probably 3 years old. But I'm just saying, like, they call her Annie. She's still close with them. But she wasn't going over there to the family functions. It wasn't none of that. You know what I mean? She saw them whenever she saw them. She spoke. But my mom wasn't going to the gatherings. She wasn't going to the picnics. She wasn't going to the family reunion. She wasn't talking to them like that on a regular. Now, as they got older and up in age, you know what I mean? Now she's, probably sees them more because she's there. But I'm just saying, like, their interaction, they would talk when they had to talk, when it was time to switch us back and forth, when we would go to visit I'm just saying, when it was time to visit for the summertime. But other than that, it wasn't none of that. I'm going to go over there. My grandparents, my dad and my mom's mom, they stay right next. When I say right next door, you barely got to walk next door, a little piece of grass to get to each other's house. All my whole life, right? And so my mama wasn't going over there to hang out. It was none of that. So I didn't never see that. So that's my part too, is that I don't understand that. I mean, it's still okay, like you said, to say, hey, how you doing? For them to speak or whatever, but we're not going over there to hang out.
See, like my cousins on my dad's side are very close to my mom. They are so close to my mama to where people thought that they were my mama nieces.
Right.
Like literally. And my mama have not been with my daddy since I was like 4 or 5 years old. But my cousins on my daddy's side,
that's a long time.
People think that they are my mama nieces. And they are, but they really aren't. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they call my stepdad uncle, but my daddy don't come around. My daddy don't come over. Gatherings, they come to my mom's birthday parties. Holidays, they would come over. My mama would never go over there.
Yeah.
Or my daddy would never. But my cousins then would. When I just had my mama's birthday party, all my daddy nieces was there. All of them. And they are real cool with my stepdad. So I do get that some people build a bond with family, because you do be cool with some of them. Some of them like, oh, that's my sister-in-law right there. I do get it. Yeah. But I think out of respect, when somebody has somebody else, whether it's their husband or new girlfriend, you should just kind of back off a little bit. You don't really have to go over there. Like I said, you can hang out with these people singly. You don't have to be showing up at these birthday party and these events. You want to hang out with them? They had, it was somebody's birthday party. Okay, you know what? I ain't coming, girl, but, we're going to get together, go do brunch. We're going to go have a drink, on a Friday night or a Saturday evening and do that. You don't necessarily have to go. Like, I don't know. That's just me, though. And some people do, but I just think like God-fearing man Thomas said, he said, that's what you call respect. I think it's just out of respect for the other person. Yeah, you can be cool with their family all day. It's some people that are super cool with their family, other people's family. But, you just got to kind of keep that alone.
And they not going to, and the other person might not say anything, but that was my whole thing, is like, even what I said with, my ex's family. Like, it's just a respect thing, I feel like. So not that I couldn't, but out of respect, I just feel like I need to step back. It's not my place anymore. I'm not with him anymore. So I'm not going to go to the family gatherings. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
So, and I agree. It's just if some of these things are for me, I guess I have a special situation. Some of the things I was doing is an exception to the rule, but I wasn't using AJ to get to her. I was just going to be there for my son. And like they have events all
for a holiday.
For a holiday, for a
holiday,
or a birthday. But they have events all the time. I don't call or invite myself or just show up because that's not out of respect to her and her marriage and what she has going on with her family, because that's her family. But I will be there regardless to support my child. So that's
understandable. Then you have a young kid. Your kid ain't even in high school yet. Like
he'll be in high school this year.
Yeah, he's barely going. So he's still at an age where you're having to do a lot of communication with her. I get that. You know, I mean, now that he's about to be in high school, you can cut her out the situation a little bit, and then y'all can talk more because he might got a cell phone. He, getting a little older where he's able to navigate a lot of things that y'all going to be teaching him on his own, so that when he do get 18 and go to college and move on, he'll know how to, do these things. And these are the things that he will start learning from 9th grade on to the 12th grade, is that how to have a conversation without his mama being the middleman. Yeah. So we do get that your circumstances are different. We're talking about 4 hours away, a young child involved. I do get it. Even I get it with you needing to be cool with her husband because he is over there being a father to your son.
Right.
You need to know what are their relationship like. So your child is still in a stage where you may have to. I ain't saying be rolling over to them family gatherings, but
I don't. Yeah.
You still need to be talking
involved, yeah, and that's understandable. That's definitely.
And I want to say the piggyback off that. I'll just take this time because I know they have been very nice and very good to me. Me and her mom may have agreements, but Miss Black loved me, and I love Miss Black. She would cook for me. She, even after me and Tara were over, Mr. and Miss Black always made me feel at home and comfortable. I would walk in, even though I was ex, she would tell me, and she passed away about a year and a half ago, but she would always tell me, Aaron, you home. And she always made sure that I was good. And she didn't care what nobody else thought about it and the relationship that we had, but I was home. And so I just feel like, and I was privileged to have a situation like that.
So was she alive when your ex-wife got remarried?
Yes.
So, because some of those can be like sticky situations too. So
all I can comment on is how she treated me. And so that's how I was treated. I was an ex. I was there. She opened her home to me. And that I really, truly appreciate that. Not everybody can have that relationship, or you can if you work on it, but I don't know.
I think people do. I think, like I said, we're not exempt. We're not saying that we're not cool with our in-law. We're not saying that at all. Mm-hmm. We're just saying that we have just let the past be the past and we've moved forward. Mm-hmm. And that we still, when we chop it up, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we're just not overstepping our boundaries when it comes to certain things. Like I'll make, for instance, my middle son, his dad has been in a relationship. My son is 28. He's been with this woman since my son was like 11 or 12 years old. Do I see them at gatherings? Like even when we're at gatherings, like them kids' grandkids' birthday boy, she'll be like, come on, Michelle, y'all take a picture with y'all grandkids. And it makes me uncomfortable. But I'm like, well, okay, maybe take a picture with me and him and our grandkids. Mm-hmm. And she seems super comfortable with it because she's trying to gather me up to take a picture with her man and our grandkids. I'm not gathering Dorian up with a picture to take a picture with his. That's just me, though. You know what I mean?
I think I understand what you're saying, And
I'm just not pushing the issue on it. Not
right.
like I'm not coming up with the idea to do that. You know what I'm saying? We at the birthday party, everybody cool, we chilling, we speaking, we're coexisting together at this moment. And then when this party is over, boom, we
Yeah.
out. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be like, but she's just like that. That's the type of person she is. And
But I
she's
think
been
the
like
flip
this since
side
I've
is,
known her.
I think the flip side of that, Michelle, is just, it's not, I know you may feel uncomfortable for it, but think about it as this way. It's that picture's for them kids because it's
Well,
important.
I took the picture. I was
I know
like,
you took the
okay.
picture, but
I took the picture,
I mean,
but
I did. I wasn't against it, but I'm like,
yeah, I know you was like it, but then think about it like this.
I don't really deal with him, so it's like, okay, let's take the picture.
I mean, I get it, but think about it like this. It's for the grandkids. So when they grow up, they can say, hey, I actually got a picture with my grandpa.
Yeah.
Let me tell you right now.
And I get that part. I definitely
let me tell you like this. Like my dad is passed, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just trying not to choke up because it really bothers me. You know, y'all know Erica knows about me and my dad. But the thing about it is my mom came to Austin and my dad came to Austin. I remember AJ was little. Mm-hmm. And even though my mom and my dad weren't married anymore, I got the opportunity to take a picture of my dad and my mom with AJ in the middle. That picture is classic. And all I know is I have that picture and I can show AJ, you know, a lot of people around me tell me, my family, Tamar, Tennille, all of them tell you, I take too many damn pictures. But it's just, look at it that way.
Yeah.
And
I mean, like I said, I took the picture. I mean, I'm not pushing the narrative on it. Yeah. But I did take the picture. I'm not against, I mean, and we're all in pictures anyway at the party. Mm-hmm. You know, people snap pictures, we all over the cake and we this and we that, you know. So I get it. You know what I mean? We don't have to be at the party and show separation because at the end of the day, we all are connected some kind of way through our son and me and the dad having the son, then our son and these grandkids. Yeah. So I do get it. I'm not saying that I'm against it, but I'm just not the type of person that's going to push stuff like that. She is a nice person. She always has been. And that's just, and she probably thinks like that. Oh, let me get them together in a picture, you know, with their grandkids and stuff like that, knowing that we have a son together. I'm just not like that. And I'm not even thinking negative on another end, like, I ain't getting them together like that. I'm not even thinking it. None of these things even come in my head. I'm coming to the party for my grandkid. I'm finna socialize because I like to talk too. I'm gonna socialize, kiki kaka, and then I'm out the door. I don't have any other special thoughts in my head at that point. I'm strictly here for my grandbaby. We finna get all the cakes, cupcakes, cookies, ice cream. We finna skate. We gonna have a good time. We finna jump, bounce, whatever we there to do. I'm there for her. But I'm not against nobody asking me to take the picture. It's just not an idea that I would come up with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So, and I get it because even this past year, my mom was here, a month or two ago for my niece's graduation. And my ex came up. We all took pictures. We hung out. It was cool. Like, it wasn't uncomfortable for me. But, I mean, I'm just saying, in that scenario, we was at a restaurant. Everybody came up there. They ate. They sat over. I mean, you know, we all did interact together. Right. So I do get it. We took pictures, and it was cool. But
you ain't call him up there. No. You didn't make a special request that, come on, we all up here.
I did not.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Like, once he got there, he's here.
Oh, yeah, after 20, because we still cool. We are.
Yeah, me and Tara still cool, you know.
So, I mean, yeah, you're right. I didn't call in special requests, but, you know, my mom is still really good friends with him. They talk. He still talks to her, and I'm cool with that. She talks to him. I'm cool with that. But also, my mom is not gonna just put me in a situation or invite and not let me know, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And put me in a situation where I might feel uncomfortable either. But I mean, I get it. It's for the kids. I understand that situation too. So
Yeah. I mean, I think that tonight's conversation was good. I think so one of the comments, God-fearing man Thomas said, correct, Michelle, but if the family invites you, then you go, especially if the husband invites you. But hold the relationship with your son's stepfather, because he will be that your son will complain about when he gets mad. That wasn't my situation. That was Aaron's. But my son does have a stepmother that I am cool with. I don't talk to her nothing like that. When I see her, I talk to her. My kids are grown. My kids are almost 30 years old. So, I have some very, very adult kids that they don't really need me to be around to have a relationship. You know, they kind of do their thing, and then I kind of do my thing too. But
Margaret,
it's all good. It's all love.
Margaret said, in my family, my mom hung out with her ex-in-laws while she was married to my daddy, and those people call me family still to this day. So I guess it rubbed off on me. LOL.
Yeah, my mom hang out with her ex-in-laws. Like I said, everybody thinks that my cousin KK and Toya them and Pee Wee them, everybody thinks that they are my mom's nieces
yeah,
because of that. You know what I'm saying? So
my
that
my mom does now too. Like I said, now that she has moved back to our hometown, and she does hang out with my dad's family more. And when I was little, when we were younger, we moved here, and so she wasn't like hanging out. But now that she's moved back there, she does hang out with them a lot. They call her Auntie. Everybody knows, and so I get it. My dad is no longer here. But they do hang out. They think that she is their Auntie for real. Like that's what they call Auntie. That's
and I
who
mean you can't tell my cousins nothing else. That
yeah,
my mama is they ain't.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that's just the way it is. But
Absolutely.
you know, I
That's
think
what
to each his own. I think that overall respect should be the first thing in any of this. Respect, and then having common sense, and then using your common sense when you're in these situations. I don't think that it is no wrong or right way. I believe that we are all different, and we do these things based off of our experiences that we have had, which molds us into being and having the thoughts that we have about certain situations. So I don't think that anybody who commented tonight or anything that we discussed on here is right or wrong. I think it's just, you know, if that's something that you choose to do. Question is how often and what days will you be doing
I
this?
think it's just definitely
Oh, we do it. Hold on, Erica. We do it every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. We have a different discussion. So log in, do it, and
I
talk to
think
us.
it's respect. I think it's just like
I
you
think
said,
it's respect. Yeah.
it's just a respect thing and what you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Everybody's life and everybody's
Me,
situation is different.
I don't want to be sitting up looking at my husband ex. I'm gonna just be straight up with you. For what? Like I don't, and I'm sure he don't want to be looking at mine. You know what I mean? All at the Thanksgiving, getting the cranberry sauce, like ain't nobody got.
Yeah, because if you going to the family event and now you bringing your new boo with you, like it's like,
It's too much.
with
Cause
that.
I'm telling you, when them little messy cousins are gonna be over there, like y'all look at them.
Yeah,
Cause I'm gonna be the cousin. Like,
yeah,
over there. She got 2 biscuits.
yeah,
She ain't in our family. I should get 2 biscuits.
yeah.
You go, my uncle, no more. Not playing.
Take that
But,
biscuit and sop it up on that plate like I live there.
Yeah, going in there, just getting stuff out the refrigerator. Ain't even in the
They ain't
family.
even in the family no more. What's y'all in the refrigerator for? Yep.
Then drunk the last sip of Kool-Aid. You don't belong over here.
No, for real.
No, but anyways, y'all, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We're going to go ahead and wrap this show up. Again, every Tuesday evening, 7:30 p.m., we be on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. You guys give us any topics that you guys would like to talk about. We talk about real life issues. We get a little spunky with each other every now and then because we don't agree. And I think that's the great thing about us being different is, you can agree to disagree. We have different opinions. We have lived different lives. We have different experiences. So I think that is what makes this podcast so great is because it's not, we're just agreeing with each other because we're friends and we're on here together. We don't agree on a lot of things, as y'all can see, and we argue about a lot of stuff too. And I think that is what makes this a great podcast because
it's healthy. It's healthy.
It's healthy, yeah. Real life issues and to get things out and to have, to kind of get your mind working. Am I doing something a little different? Could I change some things? And that's really what it's about is unlearning some bad behaviors and learning some new things, replacing some of those bad behaviors with some new healthy things and just growing as a person and as a unit with us on this podcast and as a unit with you guys tuning in. So I thank you all for tuning in tonight. Like I said, every Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. Also, you guys, this Saturday at 2 p.m. until 8 p.m., I will be having my soft opening for my new food trailer, Fancy Fries. So if you guys can come out and support, I will be at Sam's Barbecue. They're letting me have it over there for this soft opening. So I want you guys to come out, show support.
Free.
Hey, congratulations,
thank you. I need you to come over here and label some stuff. No,
I got you.
I got you.
Guys, come out and support the cause 2 to 8 or 2 until we sell out. It's a soft opening, so get there early if you want to taste the food. It's
what's going to be on the menu? What's going to be on? I know you're not going.
This business is loaded fries. We'll have chili cheese fries. We'll have buffalo ranch chicken fries. We'll have honey chipotle chicken fries, steak fries, loaded queso fries. We'll have wings, chicken tenders, coleslaw, brisket fries. So you guys come out and support. Just swing through, holler at us, show us some support. And so that will be on Saturday, July 22nd from 2 to 8, or as I say, 2 until we sell out. I also want to, I'm going to tone it down a little bit. I also want to send my prayers out to the Mason family. This weekend, we lost Dirt Mason. So I want to send my prayers and my condolences out to the Mason family and the Collins family. Jenny, Dirt, his wife, his kids, his family, Jam, all you guys, Relock Podcast, we are sending our prayers out. You guys make sure you pray for this family. We all had a special friendship with Dirt. We went to school with him. He played in the hallways. And, it was no stranger to Dirt. I don't care how long it was. You had not seen him. When you saw him, he's going to give you a hug. He's going to smile. He's always a great guy. And he will be missed by each and every one of us out here in Austin, Texas, who have went to junior high with him, high school, played basketball with him, had any type of contact with him, lived in the same neighborhood with him. He will be missed. And we just want to say that we are sending our prayers out to his family. So thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you guys next week, Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. We love you guys, and you guys have a great evening.